And now we're streaking in to the line of departure. That means we are going to the line from which we will shortly leave. You can hear our motor, the engine of this lamplighter, roaring as we move quickly through the water up to a distance of about 2,000 yards from the shore. There's all hell to pay directly ahead of us. The beach looks as though it's practically on fire. We've now heard word that casualties in those first waves were very light. The terrific roar around us is coming from, mostly from our own amphibious tractors. There go American dive bombers going down on the beach, back of the beach. We can see the beach very clearly now. I'll tell you one thing, I'm thinking right now of my home, of my wife, my little daughter, and I hope they're all right. And I hope I come back to them all right. That's about what you think of now. I tried to get some of these men to talk, and I know deep down that's what they're thinking of.
The very first flag that went on Iwo Jima came off the ship USS Missoula, which I was on. It's the first flag implanted on Japanese territory. And it was a smaller flag, which they have in the Marine Museum in Virginia. But the worst part of it is, when they took the second wave in and the Japs opened up on them, the whole beach covered with dead Marines. You look at it with binoculars and lay them down. It was terrible. You saw the movie Flags of Our Fathers. That's the only time that I lost it. Went to that movie and they didn't turn the lights on when the movie was over. And I got out to the car and it hit me. The guy that wrote the book to start with, his dad was one of the flag raisers. So he and his mother came to our reunions all the time down in Texas. And so he wrote the book and he gave me a book and autographed it. But they came. The last time he came, he said, "We're doing a movie and I'll be too busy, I won't be able to come again." And he never did. The word had passed to there was 800 ships in the convoy stationed around Iwo Jima. And we were about 2 or 3 miles from the island itself. So we had binoculars and we seen them going up the hill. Then when they raised it, every ship knew it. It was all broadcast, and they blew the whistles and the horns and sirens, and a real jamboree for that flag going up. I think I probably think of it twice a week. It was spectacular. This here is the first flag coming down and the second flag up. The fellow that shot that was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. He was their official photographer. And he was shot just as he took that picture. His camera rolled down the mountain, but it was undamaged. He survived getting shot, but 3 days later he got killed. This is Chuck Lumberg on the finish of the thing. He went to flamethrowing. We never lost any of the wounded we took to Saipan. We were anchored between Tinian and Saipan, and we watched the B-29s take off. Early in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning, it'd be 50 or 60 of them take off from both Tinian and Saipan.
A short time ago, an American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy. That bomb has more power than 20,000 tons of TNT. The Japanese began the war from the air at Pearl Harbor.
And then about 2 o'clock, the good ones came back. Then the crippled ones keep coming. 2 engines, tail shot off, all kinds of stuff until dark. And if they didn't get back by dark, they were lost.